around. When you get home, you don't want to do shit. You don't want having to tell someone what to do. You want someone to tell you what to do. At this point, you want your brain cut off and you just want to breathe.
But you still have to explain to them the BDSM, because some people may be like,
okay, I'm moving
okay.
a little too quick. BDSM, bondage, dominance, sadomasochism. And no, it is not what you see in 50 Shades of Grey. That shit is domestic violence on 4K. A lot of the stuff, it's worse in the book. Fun fact, 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight erotic fan fiction. Christian Grey is Edward. The other chick is Bella. I'm dead ass serious. It was banned on fanfiction.net. It is terrible. E.G. James bitch ass hardly listened to those who practice BDSM, own dungeons. She ignored most of their advice. She is hated for good reason. And y'all made her rich because y'all were horny and didn't know better.
They don't even do nothing.
No, and here's the big thing. For those who work in sex shops or are sex educators, you have made my 10 hours of work make me drink and smoke harder because y'all sit there using references to that garbage, and I'm having to tell you, no, you need lube. Spit or being choked out is not what you want. You have to consent. That's the bigger part. It's not beating up and all. No, it is all consent and role playing. Think Dungeons and Dragons, but with a dildo. That's pretty much it. It is all communication. It's more boring than you think, but you can make it fun by having an imagination, which some people don't have that want to try and mimic BDSM. But because the one thing I notice some people have trouble with is trust.
But the thing is,
BDSM is big on trust.
Yeah, because you want to have that person enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be enjoyable. It's not supposed to be torture.
I mean, actually, that depends if they want. But
it's not supposed to be that kind of thing. It's supposed to be enjoyable torture. Like, if your thing is being slapped, and that gets
there's a proper way to slap.
There's a proper way to slap. So that it's an enjoyable, you're going to get that sting and that drives
you. But you're not
leaving a bruise. But there's a difference between slapping the shit out of somebody and they purple for days, end up with a black eye type situation. No, there's different ways of doing it. Just like you have people who like biting. There's a way to bite so that you don't break the skin to a point like come on now. Some people just do.
That's why I was saying there's things like edge play where things do get a little edgy, but there's communication and usually that stuff is planned out in advance. So that's why I was saying that's why there's risk aware kink for those that they consent and they know the risk. So there are some that may want to be punched. I've seen it. I participated. But at the same time, that's not everyone. But there is still that communication involved.
No,
so even for the edgier things, it's still planned out and communicated. Yeah, I had a guy who wanted me to literally uppercut him in the dick. Just the Crucible's fun. But yeah, so all these things are important. And I noticed for a lot of people, they have trouble communicating with what they want because they hardly want to touch themselves because they're making the shame that they're